Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com with Finster. How you doing, Finster? Yeah, you ready for this one? She's gonna love it. Here with the greatest recordings ever! And today we are talking about, well, I've wanted to do some greatest recordings ever that were mixed programs, compilations, albums that tend to get lost in the shuffle because there's multiple composers or music people I haven't heard of, but they're just fabulous and beautifully put together as programs. This is definitely one of them. The Melos Ensemble playing French chamber music with harp, featuring that great harpist Osian Ellis, who's amazing. And on this disc we have Are You Ready? It's a Decca. This is a Decca, the classic sound, digital remastered thingy. I'm sure you can find it, or it's available for streaming. There are some amazing pieces here. First, Ravel's Introduction and Allegro, which is just beyond gorgeous. It's Ravel, and we love it. It's fabulous, and that's wonderful. Then the Debussy Sonata for Flute, Viola, and Harp, which is, a late masterpiece. And these are all superbly well played. You don't have to worry about the performances. They're absolutely exquisite, and I mean, there's so much beauty on this disc. It's almost like painful. It's so pretty. And then, now this is a major, major, major work. The Roussel Sérénade. The Sérénade is written, let's see what it's written for. It's got like a flute. Yeah, it's a flute. That's the opening theme. Go home, whistle the Roussel Sérénade. It's endless fun. Let me see, do they even tell us what's in it? Hang on. No, of course not. Not a word. But it's like a string quartet, flute, viola. Wait a minute. Roussel. The Sonata, Roussel Sérénade. Here it is in 1925. And it's written for, it doesn't tell us. Well, there is a flute. There is a string. There are a bunch of strings. And there's a harp for sure. And I guess that's all we need to know. So, notes. It would be so simple. I have to digress here and bitch for a minute. It's so easy to just say what it is. I mean, why not do that? There's like basic homework you need to do. And all right. So the Roussel Sérénade, which is in 3 movements, and it's gorgeous. It's about 15 minutes long. It's a major work. A major work of French chamber music of the period, and it has all the things that we love about Roussel. It's like spiky and tart and refreshing, bracing, I think is the word. It gives you like, a little slap. It makes you feel good, right? Makes you feel good. You love it, and you're gonna love it. Yes, Finster? Yes. Yeah, she always loved her Roussel. She really did. So, I mean, it's really an amazing piece, and they play it so beautifully here. This is how I learned the piece actually, from this recording back when it was originally made, which was back in 1961, the year I was born. Well, I didn't hear it then. I heard it later, but it was just, what a great piece. And then they end with Guy Ropartz, who lived from 1864 to 1955, believe it or not. His Prélude Marine et chanson. And that's also, it's a beautiful little work, and a wonderful thing about it. Ropartz is one of those composers who every so often gets mentioned, and you hear him. You hear from him or about him. And he wrote a bunch of symphonies, which are exceptionally dull, and some string quartets, which aren't terrible, but which aren't also fabulous. I mean, he was a true second-rater. And I don't say that to be dismissive. It's just a fact. If he'd been better, we would hear more of him. I mean, I somehow, the good stuff, the cream rises to the top eventually. And now that so much of his music has been recorded, we understand his major works. We understand why he did not rise with the rest of the cream. You know what I mean? But this little chamber work is delightful. It's an absolute minor masterpiece. It's beautifully written. All of these pieces are wonderfully written. They're great. And this program is so well put together. I mean, really, it's Ravel, Debussy, Roussel, Ropartz, chamber music with strings and harp. It's so easy to lose track of it. This disc, if you don't put it somewhere with the major composer who you like. Put it with Ravel, put it with Roussel. I keep it with Roussel. It's always delighted me, and it will delight you too. It's on Decca. Again, it's the Melos Ensemble with Osian Ellis doing French chamber music with harp. And gosh, it's one of the greatest recordings ever. And Her Highness here agrees with me. So there you have it. Straight from the cat's whatever. Yes, there you go. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.